Hello everyone and welcome to this week's weekly where we are going to be testing out the new NARS foundation. Now this isn't super new anymore. It's probably been out for at least a month now, but like, listen, I'm finally getting around to it. They were sold out of my shade for a long time. But this is the new NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. It is supposedly also a skincare foundation. As you can see here, that was awful. Redeemed myself. Okay. But yes, this is the Light Reflecting Advanced Skincare Foundation from NARS. It's got pretty good reviews so far, and it is $49 for your typical 1 fluid ounce of product. If I counted correctly, there are 36 different shades available. Based on the arm swatches, I would say it's lacking on both ends of the spectrum, the pale and the deep shades. It looks like there's a lot of stuff in between, so the light, the medium, the dark, but definitely lacking in the dark/deep plus deep, as well as the fair/light, as well as fair. That's just based on these arm swatches though. But the main claims that this has is that it's going to be good to even out the skin, dark spots, redness, all of that. It's going to cover it with a natural medium coverage. And as I said, it is an advanced makeup skincare hybrid foundation that is going to have a natural finish to quickly blur and smooth the skin and also improve the clarity of your skin over time because of the skincare benefits. These are the main ingredients that they are highlighting anyways, saying that it's going to improve our skin. I do also like seeing that it is vegan and it comes in recyclable packaging, so that's great. And yeah, once again, they just say that this is going to be breathable, buildable, medium coverage, going to conceal your skin concerns and whatnot, wrinkles, pores, texture. It's got 70% skincare in here. That's kind of cool. So it's more skincare than it is foundation apparently. And it is good even for sensitive skin. So they actually suggest using your fingers to apply this, so I guess we can give that a try. And yeah, they're also trying to sell their setting powder. So here we go, foundation time. I got the shade Light 4 Deauville, is that how you pronounce it? I was indecisive on which shade to get, but this is the one I landed on. Might be a little dark, but you know, we're gonna actually hope that it's not. So, positivity, let's go. Get this shaken up. It does look quite liquidy, at least when I took it out of the box, there were definitely bubbles in there. So let's go ahead. It even says instructions for use on the box are to shake well. Okay, so we will zoom you in. My skin is doing decently right now, I guess. You know, we've got some stuff, but overall, it's skin. I have it, and we're gonna test this out. So, pump, nice. It works. I always think it's so funny to warm it up between the fingers. Why I feel so funny doing that, but I do. No primer today, folks. We're just gonna test the foundation on its own. And fingertips. It's been a while since I've used my fingers to put on a foundation. I mean, this is how I used to do it all the time in high school. But then brushes and sponges were introduced to the beauty world and we all went wild. Yes, take our money, take it. I feel like fingers is a good choice for, you know, like a tinted moisturizer or something, but a foundation, this just isn't, I don't know about that. Looks kind of patchy. So, let's see. Let's try again. It's definitely very liquidy, very thin consistency of foundation. But yeah, there we go. Brush is buffing it in very nicely. And there we go. It looks a bit orangey yellow for my skin, not gonna lie, but yeah, we tried, but yeah, there we go. Let's see how that, I mean, it certainly gave coverage. Like, you trying to tell me you don't see a difference between each side of my face? You're a liar, dirty liar, and I don't appreciate it. So, I'm gonna go ahead, we'll try sponge on this side, see how that does. plastic sponge side for the win. It gave it that very nice glowy look to it and blended in really effortlessly. I like it. Just want to try building this up a little bit since it says it has buildable coverage. Just want to see about covering some of my blemishes a little better. Alright, was definitely able to build it up, but please, foundation gods, I beggeth of you. Please don't let this turn any more orange on me. But here we go. Like I said, definitely was able to build. I think it gave kind of like a medium full coverage. Covered up blemishes, redness, all that stuff. So that's good. I am so worried about the color of this. I'll wear a high neck shirt today or something, and hopefully the rest of my makeup will help blend it in. But overall, I think it looks nice. It looks like I'm wearing foundation, but it looks like I'm wearing a nice lightweight foundation. So I'm certainly not mad at it. I am going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, live my life, and then I will check in with you guys and show you how it did throughout today's wear test. So I'll see you in just a second. Ready? Ding! Hello everyone, good evening. It's the end of the night here. I had a good day. I say that with slight surprise. I guess I didn't think I was gonna have a bad day, but I was just like way more productive today than I had any intentions of being, and God, unintentional productiveness feels really nice. Yeah, I got to celebrate my brother's birthday for the first time. We're celebrating again tomorrow because yay, divorced parents. Got work done, cleaning, lots of good stuff, and I'm certainly curious to see what the foundation looks like right now. For the periodic couple of times that I have peeked at my face in the bathroom, I just have noticed that my face looks orange. So let's see what else I have to report. Okay, not terrible. Certainly I look oily, but not terrible. It doesn't look like it has worn off too badly, just on one of my nostrils and underneath my glasses. Aside from that and the color, I'm really not too mad at it. I wouldn't say that it necessarily oxidized. I'm purely still, I think, seeing just the color of this foundation. You know, they said it was a neutral shade. I'm gonna disagree. But yeah, overall it just felt really, really lightweight, really comparable to the One Size BBB cream that I just tried out the past week here. Really that second skin like lightweightness to it, so that's been really nice. And I guess I haven't been touching my face too much. It looks like now that I am touching my face, I'm getting a little bit of transfer, so I'll be curious to see what the swipe test looks like, but you'll have already seen that, and time will tell for me. And time will tell for you all, and for me, how this foundation continues to wear on me with primers and all that good stuff in the next coming days here. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this foundation out, put it to the test, and I will come back with those results in just a second here. Can we say bedtime? Ding! Hello everyone, good evening. End of the night here on day 3 of testing, and I've got results for you. So before I give it all away, let's just hop back into day 2, where I went ahead and I used my Smashbox hydrating primer as well as my Milk Makeup Concealer and a brush and a sponge to apply. Once again, I thought it applied and layered well on my skin. I got good coverage from it. I did screw up. I am so sorry. I just was going through the motions, and after I put on my concealer and my foundation and all of that, I then proceeded to powder my face before I took the close-up shots of what the foundation looked like on that day. So I do have the close-ups here of it. It just has setting powder on top, just so you know, a translucent setting powder, which I do always use, but usually that close-up in the beginning doesn't have setting powder on. So my apologies. I thought it looked and felt lightweight throughout the day. However, it did get a bit oily and greasy feeling on the nose and forehead, where I personally feel I am the oiliest. That being said, at the end of the night, I thought that it looked good, even though I was scared about the oily feeling. I had it on for a long time that day. There was, excuse my cats eating out of their little feeder, their play feeder thing, but you know, there was a slight normal fade on my face to the foundation. It did look oily in the areas I had aforementioned, and it did wipe off in those spots, but it didn't leave like noticeable wipe off marks from my fingers, so that was good. And so on day 3 here, I thought I always go ahead and use my Girl on Beautiful balls on day 3 here, but I thought it would be especially helpful for the oily areas of my face to use a more mattifying primer. So I went ahead and did that, as well as used a Tarte concealer, and once again I used a brush and a sponge to apply and layer the foundation. I thought that everything looked good, went on nicely, and it has been a very laid back day in terms of physical activity. If I was wearing a Fitbit, I would be ashamed. That's just been the way it's been. You know, I had a bunch of computer work to get done today, so getting some files and things in order, and also just doing some filming and editing, and this is how it looks at the end of the night. I did notice it was starting to feel oily once again on my nose and my forehead, which I was pretty bummed about, but overall looking at it, I mean, I think my makeup looks pretty overall freshly applied for the most part. You know, there are certainly some spots like around my mouth where I feel like things can look a little worn, but I don't know, I always feel bad, you know, at least when it comes to like really good reviews or really bad reviews, you're getting my like, you know, my opinionated opinion. But when it comes to foundations like this one, like, it wasn't bad, but I don't know that I care for it. It's good. It's a lot better than other foundations that I've tried in the past. I don't know, maybe pros and cons will help you guys to figure out whether or not you want to try it here. I'm very on the fence about it. Very middle of the way, middle of the lane. What's the middle of the road? There's a saying there, but for the pros, I do think that this has a very easy application to it. It goes on nice and blends very easily, no problems there. Then throughout wear, it is quite lightweight. Even though it can feel oily, it still feels like a lightweight foundation on the skin. And also I think that it has a graceful fade to it, you know, wears nicely on the skin. I think that's where the cons come in, just in that, and these are very targeted towards my oily skin here, but you know, that's what I'm working with, so here you go. This can feel oily in the areas that you might be oily, like forehead and nose. At least those are my main areas. And then it can look slightly oily. It doesn't look bad, like it doesn't look greasy or anything. It just might, you know, if you want a more like all over mattifying foundation, this isn't gonna be for you. And then also on the oily spots, it does transfer, at least for me. Now, it doesn't affect the fade, you know, I think it still looks good after transferring, but you know, just to be mindful depending on how much you hug or touch things with your face throughout the day. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very in the middle on this one. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Maybe I'll try it as a mix-in, but I also can't really see this working well in the warmer months here. I just don't know. I like it, but do I like it? Do I care for it? Am I going to keep wearing it? It's questionable. So you guys should let me know your opinions down in those comments down below. What do you think of this on my face? Have you tried out this foundation? How did it wear on you? What kind of skin do you have? All that good stuff. As always, let's cook up a nice casserole of comments in those comments down below. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, by giving me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap the notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!